Well, hey there, what is going on? This is just a quick, teensy, uh, 5-minute video of Suzanne Strauss Speaks. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Suzanne Strauss. Suzanne Strauss Speaks. I am an author, motivational speaker, and a 2017 TEDx Charlotte speaker. You can find my TED Talk on YouTube. The title is The Gift of No. It's a really good video you don't want to miss. But anyway, I wanted to just kind of share this moment that I had, or this dream that I had. And I thought it was just so profound that I do not believe that it was just for me. Now, I could have hogged this dream, but I think it's for some other folks. So here's the thing, somewhere in between 2 and 4 this morning, I had this dream that I was on this train, and the train was likened to I can't even think of the name of it, but it's a train that I've taken from London to Paris a couple of times. And so this is a very long train. So, it has the passenger cars, it has the sleeping cars, it has the dining cars. And I recall I was sitting on the end seat, which is very unusual because anytime I travel, I always want a window seat. But on this particular trip in my dream, I was sitting in an aisle seat. And I remember an unknown person, they were dressed in appropriate attire, for train personnel. And they stopped by my seat and they grabbed my hand and they said, we want to take you somewhere. They just said, we have somewhere for you to go. And for those of you who know me, can't nobody just tell me they got somewhere for me to go. But in my dream, I followed instructions. And so the person had me by the hand and we were going through a couple of cars. And so the first car that I remember us getting to, it was likened to a dining car. Now, granted, I've never seen a dining car in person. I've only seen them in movies. And I was in this dining car, and I remember I saw people sitting around and they were eating. It was just a few people. But then I remember I sat in a seat that was likened to the type of seating when you get your shoes shined. And the person sitting next to me, I did know the person sitting next to me, and then there were some other people around me, and they were listening to me. I don't know what I was saying, but they were looking at me so I could tell that I was saying something. And so then once it was really kind of getting good to me, the person grabbed my hand again and they said, no, we have to go. And we went through another door. We started walking, we went through another door, and we got to this other type of a dining room, but this one was more of an upscale dining room because it had the white tablecloths, and I remember there kind of being something fancy about it. And I remember doing something there. I don't know exactly what it was that I was doing, but I was making this contribution. In the cars that I had traveled to, I was making some type of contribution. So then I remember that this happened like maybe 8, 9, 10 more times. And I remember saying to myself in the dream, well, how many doors and cabins does this train have? And then at this point, I just saw myself. I no longer had this person guiding me. I was walking through doors. I was going through doors. And when I did awake this morning, most of the time we wake up and we struggle to try to figure out what's going on with a dream or what did it mean. But I had an immediate interpretation of this dream, and I wrote it down because I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to look down to read something. When I awoke this morning, the immediate interpretation came to me, and it wasn't a message just for me. And I heard that clearly within me that says that this is a message that you have to do a video and share, and maybe someone, and it's for the people who it's for. And what that means is the people who hear this or watch this video, they will know exactly what this means. And the interpretation is there are endless open doors ahead of me, endless open doors ahead of you. And all we have to do is be willing to be led. And so I'm still delving into, a further interpretation personally for myself. And as you watch this video and you start thinking about your life and the things that you're doing and what you're experiencing, it's going to make sense to you. We always talking about open doors. Open doors pretty much mean access. It's access. So there are a lot of doors ahead of us, business opportunities, school opportunities, financially abundant opportunities, entrepreneur opportunity, like whatever it is that you want to do, there's an opportunity. And each opportunity is a door. And in the beginning, someone may be trying to lead us, but we don't want to be led because we think we know it all, or we don't need that person, or that's not the person who was called to lead me. You got to scratch all that, because if you recall, in the beginning of my dream, I said this person came to get me and I went, which is totally out of character for me. So there are endless open doors, endless opportunities. We just have to be willing to be led. So I don't know what that means for you. I'm still figuring out what it means for me, but I do know in part what it means for me. And it's kind of had my engines revving today. So hopefully you got something out of this. If it's not for you, please pass this video along, because you know someone who this video is going to be that aha moment for them. So thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you can subscribe to my channel, Suzanne Stroud Speaks. Coming up in the mid part of June, I have a podcast, Suzanne Stroud Speaks. So you can kind of find me just about everywhere on Suzanne Stroud Speaks, because I am proud of who I am and who I am to become. Because my motto is always, I am not here to change your mind. I am just here to offer you a new perspective. Have a super duper day. Bye-bye.